Every epic journey, every huge challenge, it starts with one step, often just a single question. Today, we're doing a deep dive, unrolling the Bhagavad Gita. We're looking right at the beginning, the first verses of chapter 1, Arjuna's Anguish. We've got the Sanskrit, the English translations, our goal. To really unpack these opening lines, even if you're familiar with the Gita, we hope this gives you a fresh look, maybe reveals some layers right from word 1. We want to get the context, who's who, and, well, the tension that's clearly there from the start. What can these ancient beginnings maybe teach us about starting any big thing? Okay, so let's jump right in. Verse 1. It kicks off with the blind king Dhritarashtra. He asks Sanjaya, his charioteer, what did my sons and Pandu's sons do? Gathered for battle on Kurukshetra, the field of Dharma.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating right away is that setting, Kurukshetra. It's not just called a battlefield. It's explicitly the field of Dharma, righteousness.
Right, so it's not just about land or power.
Yeah, exactly. It frames the whole thing immediately with this huge moral, spiritual dimension. I mean, what does it mean to fight a war for family dominance on a field meant for, well, for Dharma?
That's a powerful setup.
It immediately raises this question, this paradox, achieving righteousness through, well, violence, family violence even.
And Dharma itself, it's such a rich term, not just right and wrong.
No, it's duty, cosmic order, your inherent role.
Yeah.
It's complex. So verse 1 just throws you into that tension.
And the king's question itself, what did my sons and Pandu's sons do? It feels pointed.
Very pointed. He's blind, needs Sanjaya to see for him, but his first thought is partisan. It's my boys versus his nephews.
Yeah, it really highlights how personal, how familial this whole conflict is. Almost like he has his own kind of moral blindness, perhaps.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
It narrows the focus immediately to that internal family struggle, despite the grander setting. So from the king's, anxious question, Sanjaya then shifts the focus, shifts our focus too. He tells the king that Duryodhana, the king's son, saw the Pandav army.
And not just saw them,
Right.
He notes how they're arranged.
Exactly. Arrayed in a military phalanx. A vyuha in Sanskrit. A strategic formation.
So Duryodhana sees their discipline, their readiness.
He does. And then who does he go talk to?
His guru, Dronacharya.
Right. He approaches his teacher.
What does that tell us? His state of mind?
Well, it suggests maybe some anxiety, right? Seeing that organized force.
Needing guidance.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Needing his teacher's strategic mind. Or maybe trying to influence him. It's complex.
Okay, so what does Duryodhana actually say to Drona?
This is where it gets really interesting. He says, "O teacher, behold this great army of the sons of Pandu, arrayed by your intelligent disciple Dhritarashtra, the son of Drupada."
Wow, okay. So he doesn't just point out the army.
No.
He specifically names the opposing general.
Yes.
And reminds Drona that this general is Drona's own student and calls him intelligent.
Precisely. It's a subtle, but honestly quite brilliant move.
How so? What's the angle?
He's creating this intense personal dilemma for Dronacharya right from the start. It's not just us versus them. It's us versus your own brilliant student who you trained. It highlights the tangled loyalties, the web of relationships.
It makes it personal for Drona. He has to fight someone he taught, someone he respects.
Exactly. You could even read it as a kind of psychological pressure.
Yeah.
Is Duryodhana testing Drona's loyalty? Maybe trying to provoke him?
Or, playing devil's advocate, could it also show Duryodhana's own fear? Like, look how good your student is, teacher. This is serious. Maybe revealing insecurity.
That's absolutely possible, too. It's probably a mix, isn't it? Genuine awareness of the threat, maybe some fear. Combined with his known, manipulative, calculating side. He's trying to steal his guru's resolve, perhaps, by emphasizing the sheer scale of the challenge.
And he doesn't stop there, does he? He lists other warriors.
No. He goes on. He starts naming names, these big heroes on the Pandava side. He mentions many heroes, great archers, equal to Bhima and Arjuna in battle. High praise.
Right. Setting the bar very high.
Very high. Then he names specific people. Yudhana, Virat, Drupada.
Drupada, who he specifically calls a Maharatha, a great chariot warrior.
Yes. And Dristakatu Chakatana, the king of Kashi, Purajit, Kuntibukoja, and Shaibya, who he calls the best of men.
So this isn't just a roll call.
Not at all. It's Duryodhana painting a picture for Drona. Maybe for himself, too.
Showing he's assessed the enemy's strength.
Absolutely. Shows his awareness, maybe his trepidation. But also, it's a way to rally Drona, essentially saying, look, teacher, Look at this incredible force they've assembled, led by your guy.
Yeah, this is what we're up against.
Yeah,
It really drives home the power the Pandavas have right from Duryodhana's own mouth.
it does. An immediate sense of their formidable strength, amplified by his, perhaps, slightly fearful perspective.
Okay, so just in these first, 5 verses, we've got quite the setup.
It's incredibly potent, yeah.
Starts with the Blind King's question, very biased, very personal.
Then Sanjaya's report, more detached, factual.
And then zooms right into Duryodhana. Fearful, maybe, but definitely calculated.
Confronting his own teacher.
Right. And using the enemy's strength, especially the general being Drona's student, as this wedge almost.
Exactly. It throws us straight into the messiness of it all. It's war, yes, but it's family, it's loyalty, it's duty, it's history.
All happening on the stage, Kurukshetra, which is supposed to be about dharma, about righteousness.
The battlefield and the moral testing ground, all at once.
So for you listening, hopefully you've just got a clearer, maybe deeper sense of how the Gita kicks off. How these first few words really set the stage, establish the stakes, and introduce these, well, deeply conflicted characters.
It really shows how the epic isn't just about the fighting itself. It's about the dilemmas, the duties, the destiny tied up in it all.
So thinking about these opening lines, what strikes you the most about how the stage is set? Does Duryodhana's reaction, the way he immediately goes to Drona and what he says, does that shape how you first see the conflict and the people in it?
Yeah, what fundamental questions does this opening immediately spark for you about things like loyalty, duty, and these incredibly tangled relationships? Something to think about.